Hey there. So if the very idea of public speaking makes your stomach do flip-flops, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're going to take that fear and turn it into a skill that's actually, well, simple. Let's get into it. We've all been there, right? You're in a meeting or at a dinner, and someone turns to you and says, "Hey, you want to say a few words?" And poof, your mind just goes completely blank. It's such a common feeling that pressure builds and all those great ideas you had just seem to vanish into thin air. But what if I told you there's a simple, repeatable blueprint that can change all of that? I'm talking about a mental model you can pull out anytime you need it to get your thoughts in order and speak with real clarity. And that's exactly the tool we're going to build together today. And here it is, the 3-part speech blueprint. I want you to think of this as your secret weapon for clear communication. It's this foundational structure that's going to help you build a clear, solid message every single time, whether you have 5 minutes to prep or, 5 seconds. So, what is this powerful blueprint? You're looking at it. It's just a beginning, a middle, and an end. Seriously, that's it. Forget all those complex formulas. If you can just remember these 3 simple parts, you have absolutely everything you need to start speaking with way more confidence. Okay, so let's break this down, starting with part 1, how to start confidently. Now, the goal here isn't to come up with some perfect, mind-blowing opening line. It's much simpler. It's about setting the stage and just giving yourself a clear path right from the get-go. Now, what's really important to see here is that a strong start is as much for you as it is for your audience. See, it organizes your thoughts first, which is huge. That instantly calms your nerves and creates a clear roadmap for everyone listening. It's like your anchor in the storm. So with our beginning anchored, we can move right into the core of the speech, the middle. And this is where we uncover maybe the single most important rule for keeping your message punchy and easy to follow. It all comes down to the power of focusing on just one idea. You know, when you're in the flow of speaking, it is so tempting to jump from one topic to another. The key is to resist that urge. By focusing on one core idea, you stop yourself from rambling and you make sure your message really lands with clarity. It keeps both you and your audience locked in and on track. So, how do you talk about that one idea without it just sounding like a boring list of points? Well, you use simple connectors. Think of these as little verbal bridges, words like first or also or so because of that. They link everything together smoothly, creating a logical flow that just feels natural. And this just shows the difference so clearly. On the left, you've got the before, rambling thoughts, jumping all over the place, and pretty soon you've lost the main point. But look at the after on the right, focused on one idea, using those simple connectors, and it stays right on topic. This tiny shift in structure makes a world of difference. All right, we've got a focused middle, and now it's time for the grand finale, ending with real impact. Your conclusion is your last chance to make your message stick, so you have to be intentional about it. The whole point of a great ending isn't just to signal that you're done talking. No, it's to leave your audience with something to chew on, to wrap up your key idea, and to make the whole speech feel complete. It is your final shot to drive that one core idea home. Okay, so we've got the blueprint. We understand it. But how do we actually turn this theory into a real, dependable skill? The answer, no surprise, is practice. But listen, it doesn't have to be some big, scary thing. Let's look at some super simple ways to get started. Here are just a few low-pressure ideas you can try. You could try framing a simple 3-sentence talk, or maybe practice speaking from some topic cards. You could even grab a friend and do some peer listening exercises. The main thing is just to pick one and keep it easy and fun. You want to know my favorite one on that list? The 1-minute talk. That's right, just 60 seconds. That is all it takes to practice this entire blueprint. A beginning, a middle, and an end. If you do this consistently, you'll build some really powerful speaking habits without it feeling like a massive chore. And here is a game-changing tip for when you practice. Don't try to become an expert on some new complicated subject. Just talk about your favorite hobby, or your last vacation, or a movie you just saw. Why? Because when the topic is easy, your brain is free to focus completely on the structure, and that's the skill we're actually trying to build here. So here's your final takeaway, your challenge. Sometime this week, prepare one short talk at home, just 1 minute. Pick a topic you love and just try to architect that simple speech. So, are you ready to take that first step toward becoming a more confident speaker?